Have you ever stopped to think about those decisions we make every day? Those small choices that seem so insignificant, but that in reality have the power to change the course of our lives. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor who was also one of the greatest thinkers of antiquity, used to say, "What we do now resonates in eternity." It may sound great, but deep down, isn't it true that every decision counts? Imagine for a moment that you are in a complicated situation. It may be that someone you trusted has failed you, or perhaps you have failed yourself by not living by your own standards. It hurts, right? It makes us wonder why these things happen to us and, more importantly, how we can avoid them in the future. Now, what if I told you that there are certain things that really wise people, those who seek to live a full and meaningful life, strive not to do? In this video, we're going to explore together those 7 things we should avoid in order to not only be smarter in our day-to-day lives, but also more aligned with those Stoic principles that have guided the brightest minds through the centuries. I invite you to join me on this journey, not only as one who observes from the shore, but as an active participant, willing to question, reflect, and above all, grow. Ready? Let's go there. Number 1. Talk financial details. Exploring the field of personal finance requires a precise compass, prudence. Openly sharing details like your bank account balance, investments, debts, or future financial plans may sound like a form of genuine connection with your environment. However, this financial transparency hides risks that are not always obvious, from feeding the envy of others to opening the doors to scammers, to the discomfort of being judged. By revealing too much about your financial life, you're unknowingly giving ammunition to envy. This corrosive feeling, often camouflaged under smiles and congratulations, can deteriorate relationships, transforming mutual respect into veiled rivalry. The reality is that, even among those closest to you, personal financial success can be a mirror that reflects one's own insecurities or failures, generating toxic comparisons and resentment. Sharing details about your investments or financial strategies puts you on the radar of scammers. These individuals, armed with the information you naively provided, can create sophisticated plans to access your money. Discretion in this case is not just a security measure, it is an armor against these invisible threats. Number 2. Talk about debt. You shouldn't talk about your debts. Commenting on your financial difficulties exposes you to hasty judgments, creating a distorted image of your reality. While sharing can bring some emotional relief, the price can be high, affecting how others perceive and treat you. Your future financial plans are a precious treasure that, when exposed prematurely, can be misinterpreted, devalued, or even sabotaged. Financial privacy isn't about hiding, it's about choosing wisely what to share. Protect your financial journey from envious looks, scams, and unwanted lawsuits. Look at it from this point. Unveiling your debts is like opening a book whose pages are still being written. Each dream and goal are like seeds that, when exposed ahead of time, may not germinate under the critical or envious gaze of others. Your plans are the candles that guide you. Revealing them ahead of time can lead to unwanted interference, diluting the magic of surprise and the impact they have when they finally materialize. We live in a world where the opinion of others weighs heavily. By sharing your plans, you invite all kinds of energy to the party, not just the good one. Some people, even with good intentions, may project their insecurities and fears, questioning your plans before they take off, while others, driven by envy or competition, may try to sabotage them. That's why keeping your plans secret is a self-preservation strategy, as it protects your aspirations from outside influences and gives you room to adjust without the weight of public judgment. Working quietly is the best thing you can do, as it allows your actions to speak louder than your words. Behind the scenes, your plans can grow and develop without interference, preparing to flourish at the right time. Keep your eyes on the guiding star of your dreams. When the time is right, the world will be amazed at how far you've come. Number 3. Share your challenges. Sharing family difficulties is a total mistake. The search for support that can become an exposure of fragilities. Family problems, complex and emotionally charged, are part of our personal fabric, shaping our identity and relationships. And exposing them in public is a risk to be judged. Unsolicited advice, while well-intentioned, can be intrusive and lead to more confusion in family dynamics. In addition, we are in a world with little privacy. Intimate details can be used for malicious purposes. Manipulation to cause discord, gain advantage, or fuel gossip. Facing problems internally is not hiding reality, but a protection strategy. Strength and resolve are born from the family's ability to come together, face challenges, and grow together. That is why you must have prudence and respect. With this, you will protect the family unit, and you will be able to find better solutions and strengthen ties. My advice for handling family problems wisely is, share only with people you trust. Avoid social networks and public platforms. Do not expose intimate details to the public eye. Consider family therapy. Encourages open and honest communication within the family. It prioritizes union and mutual support. Protect your family, find strength in unity, and emerge from hardship stronger and more united. Keep a positive and hopeful tone, highlighting the family's ability to overcome challenges. Number 4. Addressing health issues. Sharing health details is an act that, although it may seem like a gesture of trust and seeking support, requires deep reflection. Health issues, both physical and mental, have a significant weight, not only in the personal sphere, but also in the way society perceives and treats them. Try to opt for the reservation. It's not that you're hiding things, but it's an expression of self-care and preservation of personal dignity. Disclosing health conditions, ongoing treatments, and diagnoses can open the door to genuine understanding and support. However, this openness can also, unfortunately, invite stigmatization, a phenomenon still present in our society. Health conditions, especially those misunderstood or shrouded in prejudice, can be distorted by stereotypes and myths, leading to hasty judgments and isolation. Moreover, personal health information, when shared freely, can be used against the individual in professional or social contexts, limiting opportunities or negatively influencing the way they are viewed and treated. I recommend that you find the balance. You can seek support without exposing yourself to unnecessary vulnerabilities. In an increasingly connected world, where information flows freely, privacy has become a precious commodity. Choosing to share health details selectively is a way to maintain control over who has access to such intimate aspects of life. This control is essential not only for the management of one's own health, but also for the preservation of personal autonomy. Selective sharing also allows the person to control the narrative around their health by focusing on strengths and progress, rather than allowing the condition to define who they are in the eyes of others. This narrative control is crucial for emotional well-being and self-esteem, especially when facing health challenges. Ultimately, the decision of how open to be about health issues is deeply personal and should be respected. Opting for a selective approach is not just a strategy to avoid stigmatization, but an affirmation that while health is a part of our journey, it doesn't completely define us. Number 5. Reveal disagreements and tensions. Openly exposing the disagreements and tensions that arise in our interactions with friends or co-workers can seem like a necessary outlet, a search for allies, or simply a way to process our feelings. However, this practice carries the risk of not only deteriorating our public image, but also damaging valuable professional relationships. When we choose to share the intimate details of a conflict, whether out of frustration, seeking validation, or needing support, we inadvertently expose our lives to outside interpretations and judgments. This exposure, far from relieving tension, can further complicate the situation, extending the conflict beyond those originally involved. In addition, by bringing personal disputes to light, we risk being perceived as prone to conflict or indiscretion, which can negatively affect our reputation and credibility. Particularly in the work environment, it is crucial to keep conflicts under control and resolve them discreetly. Arguments and disagreements with colleagues, when made public, can quickly morph into office gossip, fueling an atmosphere of distrust and competition. This not only harms the organizational climate, but also questions the leadership and teamwork capacity of those involved, qualities highly valued in the professional world. In addition, by keeping these conflicts private, we preserve the channels of communication with the other party, allowing constructive solutions and reconciliations away from the spotlight. This approach not only protects existing relationships, but also fosters an environment where mutual respect and understanding trump judgment and division. The decision to keep personal conflicts and arguments away from prying eyes is, therefore, an act of prudence and respect, both towards ourselves and others. Not only does this strategy allow us to resolve disagreements more effectively, but it also helps build and maintain a strong public image, characterized by maturity and the ability to navigate the complexities of human relationships with dignity and integrity. As for acts of generosity and charity, ostentatiously revealing our good deeds can, paradoxically, diminish their value, turning altruistic gestures into bargaining chips for admiration or social status. Genuine generosity flourishes in discretion. When we choose to keep our acts of charity anonymous, we reinforce the principle that the primary purpose is to help, not to be seen helping. This approach not only preserves the dignity of those who receive help, preventing them from feeling indebted or exposed, but also maintains the authenticity of our intention, ensuring that the action comes from a true desire to do good, without ulterior motives. In addition, discretion in acts of generosity serves as a powerful reminder that the value of a good deed is not diminished by a lack of spectators. On the contrary, there is a unique beauty in knowing that you contributed to someone's well-being, or to a greater cause without expecting anything in return, not even recognition. This stance encourages deeper reflection on our motives and strengthens character as something that manifests not only in public, but also, and perhaps more importantly, in moments of anonymity. Keeping acts of generosity or charity private also protects us against cynicism and the suspicion that such actions are merely performances. In a world increasingly skeptical about the intentions behind good deeds, choosing the path of discretion is an act of resistance against the idea that generosity needs to be seen in order to be validated. Therefore, by deciding to keep our acts of charity anonymous, we are not only preserving the purity of these actions, but we are also inviting deeper reflection on what it really means to help. We are redefining the concept of generosity, not as a means of self-promotion, but as an authentic commitment to the well-being of others, cultivating a legacy of kindness that, though invisible to the eye, is immeasurable in its impact. In the vast ocean of human interactions, love life is a coral reef full of vibrant colors and unfathomable mysteries. It is a deeply intimate aspect of existence, a sphere where the purest feelings and deepest connections flourish. Number 6. Indiscriminately sharing the details of your life. Discerningly sharing the details of your love life not only fades its colors, but also exposes the most sacred corners to public scrutiny, diluting the essence of intimacy that makes it so special. Preserving the secrets of love life, keeping personal moments and emotions away from the eyes of others, is not an act of concealment, but a celebration of the sacredness of those connections. In a world where constant exposure is often mistaken for authenticity, choosing what to keep private is an exercise in discernment and respect for the delicate nature of emotional bonds. By shielding our love lives from the spotlight, we defend not only our own vulnerability, but also that of our partner. Every public revelation, every sharing on social media, risks transforming genuine feelings into spectacles, subject to interpretation, commentary, and sometimes unfair judgments. This unnecessary exposure can put pressure on the relationship, imposing external expectations on a dynamic that should flow freely, guided only by mutual understanding and complicity. In addition, privacy in love life allows the couple to explore, grow, and face challenges away from prying eyes, creating a safe space for vulnerability, where mistakes are learnings and not ammunition for gossip. This protection from the outside world strengthens the bond, making it more resilient to storms that may arise. On the other hand, in moments of disagreements or ruptures, the previously chosen discretion is revealed to be a blessing. The process of healing and redefining oneself is deeply personal, and when not under the microscope of public opinion, can occur in a more authentic and healthy way. Protecting the details of one's love life is therefore a hymn to authenticity and mutual respect, a recognition that true love flourishes in intimacy, away from stages and audiences. It's a reminder that, at the heart of what it means to be connected to another being, resides an entire universe that deserves to be guarded as the most precious of secrets. In a world increasingly dominated by the rapidity of opinions and the instantaneity of judgments, the wisdom of keeping certain opinions about others secret reveals itself to be an invaluable virtue. Number 7. Openly sharing negative reviews or evaluations about someone. Openly sharing negative criticism or evaluations about someone may seem like an act of sincerity or alignment with the truth, but this practice carries with it the potential to damage relationships, sow discord, and ultimately erode the speaker's own integrity. The truth is that our perceptions of others are often colored by our own experiences, prejudices, and emotional states. In choosing to keep these opinions to ourselves, we practice not only discretion, but also respect for the complexity of individual travel. This choice allows us to reflect more deeply on the source of our criticism and often recognize that what bothers us in others may reflect unresolved issues in ourselves. Preserving the privacy of our negative evaluations of others is also a way to nurture and protect relationships. In social and professional settings, the dissemination of unfavorable opinions can create unnecessary divisions and antagonisms, affecting the dynamics of groups and teams. By choosing the path of prudence, we avoid being the catalysts for conflicts and misunderstandings, thus strengthening our position as individuals of trust and maturity. In addition, this approach encourages us to seek more constructive solutions to our dissatisfactions. Instead of vocalizing criticism, we can choose to dialogue directly with the person involved, offering feedback in a respectful and productive way. Such a stance encourages personal growth and the development of more authentic and resilient relationships. Therefore, the decision to hold negative opinions about others in private is an exercise in empathy, wisdom, and self-development. It recognizes that, although freedom of expression is a right, the impact of our words on the fabric of human relationships is a responsibility that must be managed with care and consideration. It is a choice that reflects a deep understanding of the importance of cohesion, harmony, and mutual respect in building a more understanding and united community. In this noisy world, where every fragment of our lives seems to be under the spotlight, learning to select what we share is a crucial skill, a refined art that allows us to navigate the often turbulent waters of existence with grace and resilience. I encourage you then to take this message beyond this video. Reflect on the nature of what you choose to reveal to the world. Ask yourself, is this information something that strengthens my position? Does it contribute positively to my image? Does it protect my path to growth? If the answer is uncertain, it may be time to reconsider and adjust your information sharing practices. Adopting discretion as a daily practice does not mean building impassable walls around oneself, but carefully weaving a tapestry of transparency and mystery. In doing so, we not only protect our sacred spaces, but we also cultivate an inner garden of tranquility, where our dreams and plans can flourish away from the inclemencies of judgment and intrusion. Therefore, see discretion not as a limitation, but as a powerful choice. A choice that affirms respect for oneself and others, that celebrates privacy as a pillar of strength, and that recognizes the importance of introspection on the path to authentic success and happiness. As you adjust the sails of your lives to capture the winds of discretion, I invite you to consider the vastness of the ocean of possibilities that opens up when we consciously choose what to reveal. This is a calling not only to protect ourselves, but also to cultivate an environment where everyone can feel safe to grow, evolve, and thrive. Remember, true wisdom lies not only in the knowledge acquired, but in the way we choose to share that knowledge with the world. May we all walk with confidence and discernment, embracing discretion as a faithful companion in our ongoing journey of discovery and transformation. So we conclude with 8 things that an intelligent person does not do. If you liked the video and all the content, don't leave without subscribing to the channel, liking it, and activating the notification bell. See you next video.